Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Joy, aka Beauty and Spice 84. First, I want to say thank you so much for your awesome message. And second, Joy wants to know if I could pick one house guest from each of the 3 seasons of Big Brother Canada to be on an all-star season, who would I pick? Give me Gary, give me Netta, and give me Godfrey. How amazing would that be? I'd be so down for that. Alright, so let's get started. First of all, I have some clarifications on the rewards and punishments from yesterday's competition. Thanks to Nikki for clearing up some of the questions that I had yesterday. So Sarah's reward was actually picking the have-nots for the week. So yesterday I was like, what is Sarah? What's she doing? She got to pick the have-nots. So she picked Bobby, Zach, and Willow as also a have-not. But she has a slot pass, so she's like half-not. She's half-not, half-have. Alright. Also, we were like, what's Godfrey's thing? What's he doing? So Godfrey was going to be the one to wear the lobster costume, but Pilar was like the last one to choose, and instead of choosing a reward, she was just like, yo, I'm gonna take this lobster suit, because why not? So Godfrey ended up with neither punishment nor reward. So Willow, we found out yesterday that she gets to send a letter to the jury, and it turns out this is only if she makes it to the final 3. So it could be good, and it could be pointless. We'll see. But Ashley got her video message from home. Yay! We'll talk about that in a little bit. And Bruno got his advantage that he won during the competition. So he was telling everybody how he got to watch the house guest bios from the already evicted house guests. You know, the ones that they show before the show where they're just like, I'm this person and I'm cool. I'm blah. You know, that one. So he was telling everybody that he only saw the bios from the evicted house guests. But I'm wondering, did he get to see everyone's? Because what kind of advantage is that, to see the bios from the evicted house guests? So I'm thinking maybe he got to see everyone's. And that's kind of a big deal, because we got some liars up in her. Kevin has not revealed that he's a poker player. A poker player! Godfrey has not revealed that he is studying psychology. And I feel like there were some other secrets around there too, but, you know, that's kind of a big deal. So I'm curious to know if he got to see all of the bios. If he did, I don't think he's allowed to talk about it because I haven't heard him tell anyone about it yet. So Ashley and Zach were having a strategy chat, and she was like, oh man, that video from home really lit a fire under my butt, like I'm ready to really play this game. Oh, it's only like 50 days in, but whatever. So she's ready to go after Bobby and Bruno. She wants to take them out. She feels way safer competing against Sarah and Brittany than going up against Bobby and Bruno. So Zach is like, what? It's too soon. We can't do that. So he's still pushing the whole, it's too soon to go after Bobby and Bruno. He says that they're not after them. In fact, he says that they're the only ones that wouldn't nominate them next week. No. So he wants to get rid of Sarah, Brittany, or Willow next. That's assuming that Godfrey is going this week. Alright, so it's kind of interesting that Ashley has a much better read of what's going on than Zach. But Zach is the one who's all like, I make the decisions. So Willow and Sarah are having a strategy chat, and Willow's like, you know what? Couples are after Bobby. And if it's Bobby and Brittany on the block, who are we going to keep? What are we going to do? Who are we going to get rid of? So Sarah's like, you know what? It would kind of be better for us to keep Bobby. But she knows that Brittany would be so pissed and so upset, and she doesn't know if she can do that to her. AKA, she doesn't know if she can risk losing that jury vote to a bitter juror. Rural juror. So Sarah's like, we'll see what happens after the veto. So Sarah is really thinking, you know, who needs to go this week? Godfrey needs to go this week. What? So she was like all about Godfrey last week. She was just like, he's the best. Let's get closer to him. He's awesome. He sticks up for us. And now she's just like, get him out. He's gonna go. So she's scared that he's gonna sell them out, which like he might, but they all do the same thing. It's ridiculous. So they had nominations late last night, and as expected, Brittany and Bobby were nominated by Kevin. So then Bruno, Sarah, and Brittany were discussing a new potential plan. So they're like, what if we try to get Kevin to backdoor Zach? Now, I don't know if I see this working. I mean, there's always that chance. There's always that chance, because I get the vibe that Kevin is really trying to win over the hearts of Canada. And he wants to do something that's going to make people like, yeah, Kevin. But anyway, they want to stress to Kevin that Zach has been running the show since day one, and they need to get rid of him. And they're going to be like, Kevin, you need to take out Zach before he takes you out. Bleh. Again, I don't know if that's going to work. But you never know with Kevin. I feel like Kevin is one of the hardest players to read that's left right now. It's tough. So, remember how Bobby had to wear those disgusting boots full of slop because of the competition? Yeah, well, Big Brother was like really nice to him, and he got to take them off before he went to bed last night at like 2 in the morning. I think he was supposed to wear them for like at least 12 hours. I don't know, maybe it was 24. I'm not sure on that. But they were just like, you know what, we're gonna let him take them off. So that was cool. Alright, this morning they picked the players for the Power Veto competition. We got Kevin, Brittany, Bobby, and 3 extra players, Peely, Sarah, and Ashley. What a draw. And the host is Bruno. So Sarah and Brittany are just like, alright, this is go time. Like, who can we trust? What are we gonna do? So Sarah's like, you know, I'm thinking we can't really trust the guys right now. And the guys meaning the Brew Crew, Bruno, Godfrey, and Bobby. She's like, you know what, we need to trust Willow more. The guys don't really give us that much info. What are they really doing for us? And they're still pretty tight with the showmances, so what's the deal with that? Are they throwing us under the bus to them, or what? So Sarah's like really trying to push that they need to trust Willow, and Brittany's like, I don't trust Willow. And Sarah's like, well, you need to try. Alright, so then, speak of the devil, Sarah and Brittany are talking with Willow, and they're just like, how are we ever going to beat these guys in competitions or at the end? Like, it's not going to happen. So they're thinking, we need to really focus on getting rid of Zach and Kevin, and then pull in Ashley and Pilar, because what else are they going to do? So, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But they had the Power Veto competition today. The feeds have been down for a long time. I mean, it's been like 7 or 8 hours already. That's a long time. So, check back later. I will post in the bottom of the info of this video the results when we find out. I mean, if the feeds ever come back, we'll see. But let me know who you guys want to win the Power Veto. And until tomorrow, much love. Edit.